All right. This is Stephen Mann. We're doing the SME Interview, subject matter expert. Stephen, what do you do for a living?
So I'm currently the social media manager at North Carolina Wesleyan College.
Mm-hmm.
That entails anything from content creation to posting, paid ads, basically anything that we can use to market the school to alumni, prospective students, current students.
Okay. You just said paid ads. Do you guys do companies come to you and support any sort of events and things like that? Or what do you mean by paid ads?
So mostly it's just like Instagram and Facebook ads that we use from a college perspective to promote like our open houses
Gotcha.
or
So things that you pay for?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to clarify. I was like, is the college getting paid for this stuff? All right. Let's see. What were you doing before working here?
So before Wesleyan, I was at the North Carolina Department of Transportation for about 2.5 years, and basically the same job. I was a social media manager there, in charge of right around 40 accounts, so Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, for the entire Department of Transportation. So we had multiple statewide audiences depending on what it was. So we had like specific pages dedicated to NC-12 along the Outer Banks.
Okay.
So that was actually one of our largest pages, surprisingly enough, because you have vacationers from all over, all over the United States that really care about what's going on down there. And that job was strictly social media. That's all I did, which was wide open, especially with storms. Anytime you had a hurricane or a snowstorm or anything.
See, that's
like
interesting
that.
to me. I just wouldn't picture the DOT really being involved in social media. So you saying that, I'm like, that just seems, other than traffic and things like that, I just can't imagine.
Yep.
But obviously the Department of Transportation is probably bigger than I assume it to be.
Yeah, anytime there was a wreck, there was an automated tweet that would go out. So if
Really?
you had a wreck on 95 at a certain exit, automated tweet goes out. So we had a system set up that would tweet that sort of information out.
Wow, that's great. I just don't even understand why. I mean, it makes a lot of sense though. It's super cool. That's kind of crazy to me that the Department of Transportation would have a sole social media person.
Yeah, they have
involved.
a huge following. When I left, there was right around 325,000 followers across the board, across all of those accounts.
That's unreal.
So,
that's insane. So wait, so it's an account for you said one highway, and there's a different account for various highways?
Yep, so you'll have specific Twitter account for I-95, another one for I-85, I-40.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. That's crazy.
64 has its own. Then the state's broken up by region, so you'll have a Western Mountain region, Eastern Mountain region, North Coast, South Coast.
Okay.
And then you have NC by train falls under the Department of Transportation.
That makes sense, yeah.
The ferry system falls under them.
I didn't know there was a ferry system. So that's interesting.
Turnpike, all that falls under DMV. All that falls under the umbrella of DOT. So it's just tons of people from different audiences.
So if anybody's watching this, which is probably not going to happen, but if anybody's watching this and you want to follow these people and you want to know about the highways or any sort of transportation system, there you go. We can get back on North Carolina Wesleyan since this is your job and they're paying you. I don't want you to talk too much about your old job. All right, so what interested you in, I guess, social media is your main focus, but marketing in general? So what was your degree at?
So my degree was in public relations. Minored in business management, and the whole social media marketing side of things just really kind of came out of nowhere. When I was in college, social media was basically a play toy for college students.
Right.
In fact, when I first joined Facebook my freshman year of college, it was just college students. And then I remember it was the biggest deal to everybody when high school students were allowed on it. And the next thing you know, people's parents are on it. And then one thing
which is truly just a shame
as
a whole, but still.
And Instagram wasn't a thing at the time. It was Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think that was even a thing until my freshman year of college. I think I remember hearing about it and I was like, let's check it out, and I downloaded it and no one was on it. It wasn't anything.
It was Twitter, MySpace, Facebook. AOL Instant
YouTube
Messenger.
was getting bigger.
And so my senior year, I interned at the state treasurer's office, and that turned into a full-time job. And towards the end of my internship, I started noticing that other state government agencies had at least a Facebook page, if not a Twitter account and a Facebook page.
Right.
Treasurer's office had nothing. So I approached my boss at the time and said, why do we not have a Facebook page? I feel like this is important. And her view of Facebook was the same thing. This is just a thing that college students play on it. It serves no business purpose. And I researched and got some solid evidence that it had a business need to it. Right. And once I started full time there, it was a project of mine. They said basically, you do the due diligence, research it, present it to senior leadership, and we'll see where it goes. And so after about a year of research and meetings and more meetings and more meetings, we finally launched it after about a year. And within like the first day of launching the Facebook page, we gained like 380 followers in one day.
One day?
So
wow.
That's
how many Instagram followers are currently. So
it grew from there. So during my time there, I was able to launch the first Facebook page
nice.
There, their first Twitter account, and then the retirement systems also fell under that. So launched the retirement systems Facebook page and Twitter account and Instagram account right before I left, and then the state health plan. About halfway through my time there, they came under the umbrella of the state treasurer's office. Right. So kind of started up all their social media, and so that was kind of my intro into social media. And at the time, that wasn't my full-time
job. Hopefully that's on your resume.
No, yeah, it is. And hopefully that wasn't my full-time job. That was just like a project on the side. And then when I left there, is when I went to DOT and became a full-time, just like steered my path right towards social media.
Okay.
And so
gotcha.
A lot of stuff to learn on the way.
Yeah, no, I mean, and obviously you're coming into the business. Because it's boomed over the last 10 years.
Yep.
Like it's crazy. I actually just watched a video on Netflix the other day talking about the 2000s, early 2000s, or in the 1990s, and it's just ridiculous how much has happened in technology and social media in that time. It's literally appeared in that time frame, not just it didn't just grow, it literally appeared, and now it's insane. And now it dominates high schooler kids' lives.
Oh yeah.
But it's also beneficial to businesses heavily. All right, so clearly you thoroughly enjoy this, because otherwise you wouldn't have been working a job for the government and actually had ambition, because nobody in the government has ambition. I'll strike that out. But that was just a joke for anybody watching too. What is it about marketing that you just find enjoyable? What's your favorite part about marketing? Clearly social media you think is
I guess being able to reach new audiences, to be able to hear people like you, for example, who never had any idea that the Department of Transportation had social media accounts.
Exactly.
So introducing a new topic to an audience that's never heard it before.
Right.
So here at Westland, reaching out and touching a new audience, so prospective students or their parents who either may have never considered Westland or have never even heard of Westland. Just being able to get that message out there, being able to sit here in Rocky Mount and reach a student on the other side of the world.
Right.
We have a huge international population.
Yeah.
Whereas 20 years ago that would have required snail mail. You'd have to send them a letter.
Here's a trifold.
Yeah, and you couldn't have shown them a video of campus. I could sit right here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And send them, reach out to them in a private message and send them a video of a tour of campus.
Right. It's almost like they've actually come here and experience it to an extent.
Yep. So that would probably be my favorite thing, is just being able to reach audiences anywhere in the world quickly and easily. Whether that's through email marketing or social media marketing or through a website or something like that. Right.
And so that's pretty cool, because I feel that's the purpose of it anyway, of social media as a whole. And marketing is to just get out information.
Yep.
And on here, I tell people I'm a Christian, and it's even cool to see that you can even reach people with the gospel through social media. Stephen the Mann is also Christian. He goes to my church, and he works at a Christian. It was a Methodist University.
Methodist University.
Methodist affiliation, and so, but it's not just that, but even business and just a message you want to send out there. Period. It's just crazy to see how people can be impacted. I wake up in the morning, I'll scroll through my Instagram and I'll read different quotes from people, and it's oh man, I never even thought about that. It's just the growth of ideas, I feel has greatly expanded.
And the fact that it's a snowball effect. So if I post something and you happen to be scrolling through and you see it and you really like it, you share it on your Facebook page, and then a friend of yours who me and your friend are not connected at all, that person shares it, and then it just takes off from there, and that's how stuff goes viral, and then before you know it, your message is all over the world.
Exactly, yeah. Which is like super cool because for one, it creates automatic fame, but two, like I feel like it just increases purely like the learning of people.
Yep.
Because not only are you just like, I mean, like now you may just follow people who you like, and you're like, oh, they just say everything that I like to say anyways. But there's also that like aspect of you'll come across videos on Facebook if you're just scrolling down their feed or coming across Instagram or Twitter or whatever. You'll just see a video and you're like, oh snap, like let me watch that, and like, oh man, I've never even thought about that idea.
Exactly.
And maybe it doesn't, like maybe you don't repost it or anything like that because you're like, I don't want any of my friends to see me post something like this. But it definitely like expands thought, in my opinion. And like with college and universities, like I found out about Go for College through, I think it was something on, just I Googled it. And I just like, oh hey, I'm gonna go check it out. And so, like, I don't know if Google would necessarily be considered social media, but it is sort of marketing within itself.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So let's see. All right, so like, Wesley's not a small business. I mean, they're a mid-sized to large business. But what's something that for an average small business person, do you think they need to know about marketing as a whole? So whether it's, I mean, obviously social media, I think, is something they need to be active in to be able to get their information out there, because when you're starting a business, you want to get that out there. But like, what are other aspects of marketing that may just go unnoticed to somebody who's not necessarily a marketing or PR major or anything like that?
I'd say, I mean, definitely getting your name out there as much as possible. So across the board, word of mouth, any and every time you can include your business name in something, whether that's, printed materials that you're mailing out. If you go, try to get involved with the community. So, touch base with your local chamber of commerce and get involved with their events. Even if it's just as simple as passing out a business card with your name and your business name on there.
Right.
Obviously, social media. That's the very basis of it is just a free marketing tool. I mean, you can create Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, all that for free.
Right.
You can really dig into it and get into the paid aspect of it to really reach more of an audience. But right off the bat, I mean, I found out about a lot of businesses here in Rocky Mount simply through social media from something that somebody else has shared. They share their page or they tag them in a post.
Right.
So anytime you can do that is great. I think a good website is key. There's nothing more frustrating than visiting a business that you really need information from, and they have a website. It seems like it was created in the mid '90s with no information on it, or you find out they don't have a website at all. Like that's definitely where you should invest some money, is in a good website.
And even nowadays, creating a website isn't the hardest thing in the world.
And it's a direct reflection, I feel like, of your business. So, like for me personally, if I visit a company that don't have a website at all, that to me makes it seem like they're not legit.
Yeah,
especially in 2019, if you don't have a website, then it's like you're either a very, very small one-man shop that just I don't want to do business with you, or you haven't taken the time to invest in that. And so whether you have no website at all or you just have a poorly created website that's not going to give me any information, I think that's definitely something that's worth investing in.
Yeah.